Okay, here we've got a game coming up of sillypotter versus VisitArmenia. We notice that there's peasant, we notice that there's pixie and therefore goat. Tomb, probably not so important. There's procession fortress. There's bonfire. You kind of do want to get thinned pretty quick, I think, but I'm not sure that you want to get thinned quick enough that you want a bonfire. Certainly, I would expect to open with peasant, um, which is probably fine. I'll, I'm kind of inclined to go peasant fortress. I could see maybe peasant bonfire and then just taking your fortress and stuff. Yeah, I actually do think I like bonfire here. Now you're going to take a pixie, I expect. Wow, you're bonfiring again? I guess you have just enough money for this to work. Yeah, no, this is great. This is why you count out and not just go on feel like I was talking about. Now you get a fortress, and then you're going to get a procession. Oh, I don't like the peasant as much. I just want forest procession, go, go, go. This is okay though. Oh, I don't like the native village. I really don't like the native village. I wanted a pixie if I was doing that. You definitely take this because at the very least you can just like rebuy your pixies, which you might do here. Go peasant, pixie, pixie, and it's just like a free point. Although the buys were actually also useful there. Here I definitely want fortress, and then I want to get procession. And I'm off to the races. Processions and a fortress or two. I get an outpost, I get some witches, I win the game. Um, so Silly Potter could get this estate on the mat. You could also trash it with the goat instead. I don't really know what the big difference is. Well, I guess it depends on the fortress not being the bottom card for either of those things to happen. You play the fugitive first. Okay, fortress is the bottom card, which is bad. There I would have discarded the native village, I think, because I want to buy procession and I want to trash the estate. And I would know that I have my fortress in my next hand. I wouldn't have the fugitive anymore, but I would have disciple. This has to be pixie now, I think. Wow, even another peasant. I guess this is okay. You can pick up this fortress and disciple it. So this has worked out all right. You really want to get to procession quick, though. I guess you can this turn, though. I'm not sure who's ahead anymore. I really thought Silly Potter was well ahead for most of the game. But VisitArmenia's got Procession Fortress already here. And VisitArmenia should definitely trash this copper and buy Procession here, 100%. I'm not sure what you do with your travelers, but you definitely want Procession here. What do you do with your travelers? I've played both against both of these players before. They're both quite good players. It's a bit late to get into more background, but it's still fine, I guess. You want the witch there, I think, just because you want draw. Oh, you definitely take swamps. And you don't take wins. You play your fugitive. You're very, very happy. You want another procession. You're going to want an outpost soon. Play fugitive. Discard copper. Wisps draw everything. You play your witch before your soldier to make more money. You're gonna need more plus buy at some point, but I think you're okay anyway. You trash copper here and buy another procession, I think. He is behind on his travelers, but... And he's behind with plus buy. There's Earth Skift left, I think, still. Buys Outpost? I guess that's okay. Oh, I wouldn't have discipled the fortress there. I would have tried to disciple Procession, I think. Yeah, Outpost now. Set aside here so you can get the Outpost in play. Now, buy a peasant so you can up all of your travelers? Or keep the peasant and buy a pixie, maybe? Dunno. Okay. Well, you got a Disciple Fortress here. And I think a proc native village. Now you got to pick up. Okay. Buy a pixie. This game could end pretty quick. You might take a teacher now. I certainly wouldn't expect you to ever take one later. Courtyard makes some amount of sense. You really do need draw, but I'm also not totally convinced. Because I think I want my draw to mostly be witches. I'm going to procession fortresses and get witches. Doesn't take a teacher. I think I would have taken a teacher. Because I kind of want to get plus card on fortress. And maybe I want to get plus buy on something. Okay, you again didn't take. Well, this should be a witch, but you processioned the mystic. You're worried about having enough money? Maybe you disciple pixie here, honestly. It's kind of what you need the most. I think Visit Armenia could be ahead. Just takes the witch, just gonna say I'm just gonna curse you, which makes some sense. Play pixie now. Should have played pixie before mystic even, because you might get a boon you want, and that might affect how you play the rest of your turn. Okay, play witch outpost. Trash a copper. Buy a peasant because you want the plus buy. That makes sense. You play the wisp. You hope to draw a fortress. I don't like processioning the wisp. I think I would have discipled the... Whoa! Whoa! I would have discipled the mystic for sure. Okay, pixie next or fortress next. Not sure it matters too much. Don't know that that's good enough. Just it was a witch again. Okay, you're really dishing out a lot of curses here. This is very good for you. Trash the last copper, buy 2 pixies. There's a lot of options here. You could keep it. I don't think you necessarily want another 5. I think you want to get your draw better. And peasant makes some sense, and then pixie, sure. This all makes some amount of sense. Takes a soldier, which is going to make a ton of money for you. Not sure what sillypotter. Yeah, so this makes some sense. You could play a fortress. You could play 2 fortresses, or okay. So you did get in on procession. Great. You want to take a witch here. You take another witch there, and you're a little bit sad to not draw more stuff. Well, you got to play this outpost, I think. Your next turn is going to be bad regardless. Well, you do have to play the outpost, but you're waiting for what was getting discarded. Okay. 7 money. You need to hope you're going to get another turn after your outpost turn. Your outpost turn is going to be pretty bad. There's procession and fortress, or procession and witch in there, but there's no fortress. You hope to draw the witch and maybe even to process it just to get through more cards. Oh my. There's almost certainly going to be a pile out for Visit Armenia here, right? I guess you're just hoping that that Visit Armenia has a dud hand. Okay, Disciple, Disciple, Witch, I think. I guess you could play that first. Procession, or maybe just the Pixie. Yeah, just the Pixie. I think is better than maybe not. Trash it for fields. Now process Pixie again, right? No, process Soldier maybe? That gets you a fortress? I think processing Soldier to get the fortress makes sense. You gotta have enough buys / gains. Flame's Gift is 2 points. I don't know that 2 points is good enough. Points aren't really what you need. Okay, I think that was incredibly lucky / bad. Process a, well, you could still process Soldier here maybe. What is left in your deck? I play the Witch, right? You could, I mean, processing, this gets you more witches, but is witches really what you're looking for so much? I don't think so. Well, you want to play all your witches now before your soldier. Maybe peasant was really what you wanted to disciple. I don't know. Right, you're gonna play this and trash a curse. You're gonna play your outpost. Well, you're gonna play your outpost. You're gonna play your goat and trash a curse. You're gonna buy. I think I would buy province fortress just to try to be a little bit safe. Because the only way I see myself losing is on a dud, and if I dud, I think province might be enough. Maybe province isn't. Well, this is what you have to think about. If you province, is it enough to not lose on a dud? I think you disciple the procession. And now the fortress. Process the fortress. Process the fortress. You got the witches. You can pile out either witches or pixies here. Pixies is probably easier. Obviously take that. Obviously take that as well. Can you do both? I don't know. Doesn't matter. You have the pixies in hand. Yeah, and he just stops there. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, getting all those curses in was huge. Interesting game.